I was baffled that I didn't know this story. And the more I spoke about it, the more I realized that really nobody knew this story. And it, it was such a world event at the time when it happened, and it probably changed women's sports forever. I'm very, I don't have like a, I'm sure there's a complex answer to that, but I don't really have a good explanation for it. But it made me want to tell the story even more, and to put Trudy Ederle back on the map, so to speak. I grew up by the ocean. I'm fascinated by the ocean. I think it's a beautiful place. I think we should take better care of it. So I am drawn to stories that have it in them somehow, whether it's a backdrop or whether, you know, like in this film, it's almost its own character, and it symbolizes the obstacle that Trudy has to overcome. Such a wonderful collaborators on Young Woman on the Sea. The DP, the director of photography, Oscar Faura, uh, production designer Nora Ekberg, costume designer Gabriella Binder, and I think we all kind of came together and did tons of research and wanting to to capture this as much as possible in camera, as we say, you know, making it as real as we could, obviously, and showing New York in the most realistic way we could 100 years ago, and showing how it was to swim, you know, across the English Channel as good as we could portray it. It's a little bit of a cliche to say that she was at the top of my list, but she really was. I think, you know, besides being an amazing actor and being great in the Star Wars films and stuff like that, I think she radiates some kind of an energy uh, that I'm imagining that Trudy had. You know, it's like a strength to her. You know, it's like a force of nature in every stroke. And there was no getting away from that. This role was a very physical one, so I needed someone that was willing to take on that challenge head on. And she was. She trained for months and months, open water swimming, and blew us away basically by being in the cold 60, 61 degree water every day for weeks and weeks.